Just a quick update here. These guys are almost as tall as me now. The radishes and lettuce and everything are growing well underneath. We're just about to sprinkle. And there are no flower heads yet. No, get. The dog was just walking around in here, so I'm hoping she didn't kill any of those pepper plants. There's the amaranths. They're getting holes in the leaves here. I think that's a weed, but it is still growing. I'm gonna have to check and see what that is. It might be amaranth. I think that's where one of the plants were. Doesn't look like amaranth, but it could be. You know, it's funny because these were so tiny not too long ago, and look how thick that is. And once they get those deep tap roots, they're good to go. Now, I was over here squishing some of these eggs the other day, and I saw some ladybug larvae. So I stopped squishing the eggs and just left it. Hopefully they will take care of it from here. Oh no. Something killed this bean plant. I don't know what happened there. Unless that was the dog stepping on it. Oh, we're just starting to get some flowers on the beans. We got something going on with these leaves right here. We'll just take those leaves off. Probably whatever's eating the leaves right there as well. Yeah, something. Some bugs or something there. These guys over here just found that they're eating the I don't know what that's called. That's that free item from Baker Creek. Apparently they like it. They're chewing on it. So, oh yeah, lots of flowers coming up on the beans now. Here's the tomatoes are looking pretty good. There are flowers in here. There's a group right there. Not sure how many have already come out. We need to trim off some bottom leaves, so we're gonna grab our scissors to do that. The dog was just standing here. It looks like she missed the pepper plants, which are still super small, but hopefully those will get bigger here shortly. Something attacked that pepper plant. Some of the sage is doing all right. And that one carrot that survived. These transplants that I did of that tomato, some of those survived, but they're not growing super fast or anything. So here we've got the sorghum, which is still growing decent. It's not great, but it should be just as tall as the corn here. And the corn is almost as tall as the sunflowers at the back. And we've got flowers on these. I believe these are the beefsteaks. Again, I gotta trim the lower leaves on these. They started growing a lot better once I trimmed them last time. So maybe that will boost them up again. That one was a transplant. That's doing pretty good and growing. So was that one over there. So was that one over there. They're all growing pretty good. That's a transplant. We've got some cilantro mixed in here that probably be too shaded. And we've got some transplants down here that are doing okay. Not great. Again, there's the sage. whatever was over there isn't really growing. Here, these carrots are doing all right. I thought these carrots were dead. We've got some mushrooms growing. Don't know what kind these are, so I'm not gonna eat them. Some of the onions are doing all right. Most of them are not. Again, remember this, I just threw this soil together. I didn't really do much with it. I just got some stuff, some plants in as quick as I could just to see what was going to happen. And so far, things aren't going too bad. Here's the zucchini. We got some flowers started here. These are doing pretty well. I've been slowly thinning these out. We've got these guys here. We've got some mullein mixed in there. It looks like these are getting pollinated. That's good, because we're gonna have a lot of pods off these. And we will tell you what those are soon. Our peas are still doing all right. Gonna go ahead and grab some that we got here and eat them. With the pods, it doesn't really matter how long they are. It's how thick they are. That's how you know they're ready. At least that's how I like them. I don't see any more, just those two. We'll have a few tomorrow though. And they're still going. It's end of July. Most people are done with their peas July 1st. But again, everything here was planted weeks late, some of these months late. So we've got our, I don't know if those are pumpkins or melons, but I think they're pumpkins coming up. Saw some flower heads starting the other day, but I don't think anything's come out yet. Bottom leaves are dying like they normally do. Some people say to plant the stems, but we're not going to do that. We've got our watermelon. It's looking all right. We got some over in this bed here. And the potatoes are not looking great. That one and that one look okay. All the rest are puny and not doing much of anything. And these free seeds that came with the rye, I think those are lettuce. They look like lettuce, like a romaine lettuce. And in this bed, I'm not sure what that is. I have to check and see what those are. I don't think it's stuff I planted. Those are those mint things. I don't know what those are. I did plant these though. I think this is that thyme. There's a few of those growing. Not many. And in here, not sure what was planted in here. Look, a little ladybug. That looks like mullein. And lots of weeds. But we do have some things that may be something I planted. I'm not sure what those are, but they look different. And that's really what I'm looking for, is different. Mullein, weeds. Let's see. Yay, we found something here that's different. So that may be something I planted. That's definitely different. That's probably something I planted. I want to use the greenhouse hopefully next year to get these started. Then I'll know where everything is and what everything is. So that's that lamb's quarter, all edible, more mullein. And we've got something else here. That looks like thyme as well. But I did plant quite a few different herbs, so. These are chamomile, and they are about ready to flower. Moving along. Not sure if we've got anything else in here. Cilantro's doing well. These are the cherry tomatoes. They are growing up pretty tall now. I did get some wire cages for free if I need them, but I don't think I will. Wow, the jalapeno leaves have been eaten off. Something's munching on those. And that one plant in the back is looking better now. The one right there is so small you can barely see it. It just hasn't grown at all. But the other 4 are growing. So hopefully we'll get some jalapenos. These are those free ones. I've been taking these off and throwing them into the chickens. I could eat them, but I don't have anything to go with them. But once the tomatoes and cucumbers are done, maybe I can throw them in the little breakfast stir fry or omelet or something. The cucumbers are doing pretty good. It was just a few days ago, they weren't even tall enough to fit in here. And now they're just growing right out the side. So I'm gonna reset these, see which ones I can put back inside the trellis and go from there. We have tons of flowers on them. Flowers everywhere. So hopefully we will have a lot of cucumbers. And that's about it. Oh, was one other thing. So we also have some melons. Okay, well, before that, we have a bed here of flowers. Obviously, it's pretty much all grass. I never did get to weeding it. Just not enough time. And the weather's got to cooperate. So at some point I may go through and weed it, or I may just leave it and hope they come up. There are melons in here, muskmelon. There's a plant there. There's a few plants around. There's one over there, which I never got to weeding out here either. There's one right there. This is that other bed that, of course, is not weeded either. And I think most of these seeds did not grow. Something is growing right here. I don't know what it is. Something I planted, I'm sure. And then I believe that this is the comfrey. All in this line here. They're very small, but they are growing. They did not grow until the weeds came up and shaded them. So that's part of the reason why I left the weeds out here, is just to see if those would actually grow better in some small canopy, and so far they are. So once that comfrey gets big enough, we will have as much as we need as we propagate it. So that's good news. At least something good out of all this.